Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, I'm going to talk about um, disasters that happen in real estate investing. Now, if you ever watch any sort of media, whether it's social media or TV, real estate investing has always been touted as some sort of get-rich-quick fantasy. And anybody who's been like moderately successful or even done one deal knows how hard it is to get a deal and, the steps that you have to learn in order for it to be a win for you, right? Now, the biggest issue that you will probably have, especially if you're a newbie, is that you'll probably watch something like TikTok or social media, and they'll make it seem like it's so easy, no money down, blah 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 blah. My tenant pays me on time, and then I could strip out the equity and do the Burr method. And I guess the point of the video that the reason I want to make it is just to show you that or to talk about how it's an actual business, right? And it's not a fantasy. So one of the things that people like get attracted to real estate, one of the reasons they get attracted to real estate investing is because, there are people out there say, oh, no money down. You can, build up business credit. It's not tied to your personal credit. And there's a class that we're a part of or that we, distribute for business credit. 90% of the class is just in order to build business credit, build an actual real business, right? That's like what 90% of the class is. And I think that's what's really missing when it comes to people talking about real estate investing. Talk about the fantasy aspect of if you buy an apartment and if you have a tenant, then their tenant pays for your mortgage, so you have to do absolutely nothing. Yes, but no, right? So there's a little bit of truth to that, and most of the hard work in real estate investing is done on the front end. Now, here's the deal. If you have a lot of money, so let's say you have like a sizable amount, maybe 100 or $200,000 saved up, it's actually you're probably more tempted to do bad deals, right? So what's the benefit of having no money and you're doing real estate investing? Well, there's a saying that says if you have the no money but you have the deal, the money will come. But if you have the money but you don't have the deal, you'll probably lose your shirt, right? And that's kind of if you just know how to do a basic analysis, you could probably um, not get yourself into trouble. And that's really the hardest part of having money and just dipping your toe into real estate without any sort of guidance and instruction. So just to kind of give you an example, I'm part of let's say a group. So this group is kind of like a subgroup of another group. You know how like they have like the city level and then there's like the county level. I think of like the group that I'm part of kind of like the county level, and this group is like the city level. But basically, people bring their deals, right? And some people have already bought real estate, but they had no idea what they're doing because they're buying um, properties. I don't know the exact reason, but they're probably buying their dream home and renting it out because two people in the last 2 weeks, this is what happened. One person bought like a $600,000 home and was renting it out for $3,000, $3,500 for 2 years. So he's locked in a 2 year lease as a landlord, and that person was negative cash flow for 2 years. So for some people, they might look at like $3,000 a month rent or $3,500 a month rent and be like, whoa, like I could never afford that. So I definitely want to buy this home. And if you just know basic things like even the 1% rule, right? I don't know if you've heard of 1% rule, but basically whatever home you buy at the purchase price, you want to get a rent in the 1% of it. So if you have a $200,000 home, you want to get a $2,000 a month rent. So think about it. If you buy an $800,000 home, you want $800,000 and $8,000 a month in rent. And if you're not getting that, you're probably not going to cash flow. Now, again, 1% is like a general rule, but what happens to a lot of people, not a lot of people, but people with money, and their biggest flaw is that they just clunk down money on any old property, and then they don't consider, um, you know, if they're going to cash flow or not, whether the area is landlord friendly or tenant friendly, what type of, let's say, how the market is in that area, right? And so one of the reasons why this happens is again, people think this is a fantasy. I just plunk down money in any old property, whereas you really have to think of yourself as a business, right? And again, maybe again, not giving you legal or financial advice, but if you're a landlord, you may actually want to form a company instead of doing things in your personal name. Now, there are some landlords who do things in their personal name, but why do it in a company? You're gonna be shielded with a extra protection of liability. Also, you always want to get insurance if you for whatever reason you don't. But again, you want to in your kingdom, in your quest to build a kingdom, you want to build your castle, right? You want to be an actual business. You want to have, let's say, a business email address, a business phone number, right? You want to be a business. You don't want to be a fantasy where you're Joe Schmo at gmail.com. Again, not giving you legal or financial advice. I'm just saying, like, that's the reality of things where you actually want to be a business. And so many people in this space do not take it seriously enough, right? Because again, 99% of the problems that arise in real estate can be avoided if people just do simple analysis. And even the big players like Zillow and Opendoor, I don't know if you heard, Opendoor lost $1 billion in 3 months. $1 billion in 3 months because they thought they could beat the market with their algorithms. And Zillow lost $1 billion in almost $1 billion in the failed home flipping business. You know, Google it up. Like, you'll know that just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you know what you're doing. And what is the benefits of having little to no money in real estate investing? Impossible to do bad deals. Now, you may have to work a lot harder than people with money, but if you bring a bad deal to someone with money there and they know what they're doing, they're going to look at it like, what's the deal with this? I'm not going to purchase this. You know, maybe you're a wholesaler or whatever, but you're not going to purchase it. And so you won't make money. And so you're going to train yourself to market, get the good deal. And if you don't have money, you'll know how to bring it to other people. But again, you don't ever want to engage what I call the fantasy real life disasters arising from watching too many TikTok videos. You're not going to pay for a dream home, right? So you're not going to pay for a $600,000, $800,000 home, and then rent it for $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Again, if you do basic analysis, that's where the real life disasters can be avoided. And if you learn how to say no to bad deals and don't get excited just because there's a deal in front of you, or you're buying a rental property and you're thinking about the TikTok real estate fantasy, or as Dave Ramsey likes to call it, tic-tac, you'll be okay. But again, whatever you're doing, your money making opportunity has to be a real business and not a fantasy. Okay. All right. So this is Korean Atlanta Mentorship. Just me talking about real estate again. I know these videos don't do as popular. They're not as popular as the Velocity Banking videos, but I gotta just throw them out there once in a while. All right. Also, if you're interested in joining our group, go ahead and click the Google form link below. Fill out your information. We'll get a Zoom one-on-one call with you. And if you want to email us, go ahead and email us by going to the About section of the YouTube page and then email us there. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll speak next time.